Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of Crafting with Class. Today, I am sharing the Create 10 projects, and I'm going to give you a review of the event in general. I hope you enjoy. Surprise! Yep, that was me. I was a guest at the beginning of the calendar class. So somebody from Anna reached out, asked if I wanted to do it, and so I did. It was fun. I didn't get anything for free, by the way. Class one was the Eyelit Elegance class. So we made 3 cards featuring the die set. And here's the first card. So this one we just did some very easy threading of the ribbon and just your basic basic card making, but very pretty. So all the layers. So there's the first one. Second one was a little bit more complex in terms of the threading that we did. And so this one we did that kind of like sneaker, at least that's what I call it. I'm sure it probably has a real name, but there's that. And she did provide the card bases, so there's that. And then the third card, which is my favorite, is this one. And I felt like this was such an easy technique. It looks complicated, but it was so easy to do. Actually, I thought like this one was more complicated than this one, but look at how beautiful that looks. So pretty. I know I'm going to be recreating this in other Christmas cards to go. So 2 birthday cards and 1 Christmas card for the Eyelit Elegance class. Class 2 was the Festive Tags. Now, I did not make the tags the way that we did in class because I don't really have a use for tags. So per my usual, I went rogue and instead I turned those tags into cards. So this is basically the front of the first tag. We made 3 tags in total, and this was the back of the tag. So as you can see, they're so pretty, but I wasn't going to waste them on tags. Like I said, I don't have a use for them. So I thought I need Christmas cards, so let's do this. So here's the first. Now I did pull in things from my stash because, like for example, this die, the card base, and this is all Anna's things, but that's what I did to make my cards. And then here's the back of the tag. And so again, I pulled the card base. I don't know what that is. I pulled the card base from my stash. And there is tag 1. And tag 2 was the snowflake one. So this is tag 1. This is tag 2, which I made into 2 cards. So again, use my own card bases from my stash, my own dies, and this is the tag. I thought this came out so pretty. I love this whole combination. And this is the second tag. So again, my own card base, my own die. This is also Anna's die. Made little snowflakes. This is from my stash also. So there's tag 2. And the last one was like a 3D kind of tag, but I made 4 cards. So here's the first one. So they were all kind of like an ornament 3D. And so here's card 1. So my card base, my ribbon for my stash. What I noticed is that this year we didn't get any pre-tied bows, but thankfully I had plenty in my stash, so I used those. And then I used that little cording so it looks like it's hanging, the ornament's hanging. And there's the next one, my card base, my little pre-made bow. And here's the next one, my card base, my own die there. And then here is the next one. So there are those cards. So got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 Christmas cards to add to my stash. Yay! From 3 tags. Class 3 was the creative calendars class. So we made a stand. We made all the calendar pages and the holder for the calendar. So as you can see, it stands up. I was very excited for this class. I made the calendar like the pre-made one, but we have 2 additional calendars that we can make. I probably am going to add like a little ribbon decoration here. It's a little plain for me, but this is going to go to school, so I can check off like 2 more weeks till Thanksgiving break, and all that, all the important dates. All right, so I'll just kind of flip through. I didn't do anything rogue on this one, believe it or not. I pretty much did exactly as the instructions, so I decorated them exactly the same. So they're mirror images. So there's January. I'll just go through these really quick. February, March, April, May, June, my birthday month, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And then this is, I just put it in the back because it's got all the months. So that's it. And I think it looks so pretty all together. I pretty much almost ran out of stickers for this one. So yeah, I had maybe like 4 stickers left. All right, and then this is the little stand that we made. So it's so pretty with the little butterfly. And so what you do is you use it to display, your little calendar like that. Super cute. I love it. So pretty. My only complaint with this one is that the wing dies were not mirror images. So you have to cut one of them on the underside of your paper, so you have the cut lines, which I don't like. I think that was a mistake on their part. But you can't really tell. So that's it. So, and I plan to actually give one of these when I'm mailing a card. So I think it's a good card stand as well. So a bonus. So that was the calendar class. Okay, class 1 on day 2, which is technically class 4. Let me stick with the things. Class 4, the first class of day 2, was called Stylish Hats. I loved these so much. You get the template to make the little box that you're going to put it in. So I did decorate it just kind of like, pretty simply. These are all from the die set. This is a border from one of the Cropped Homes. So when you pull it open, it reveals the hat. Oh my gosh, look how cute. I did put one of the real feathers in here from the ornament pack. Look at this. So pretty. Now I put these flowers here because the seam is right here and I didn't think about it when I was placing my embellishments, so I kind of had to add some over there to hide that. But here it is, and so open it up and there it is. Just like that. Isn't that so cute? Oh my goodness. I love these and they're so easy. Well, except for like this part. That does take hot glue. Don't use regular glue for that. Use hot glue. But look at how cute. I love these. And the thing about these is that you can make cute little women's hats, but you can definitely make like sombreros and like those, like, what do you call, I think fedoras. Oh my gosh, so cute. I love these. So that goes in there. Now this one, my second one, I can't even close. Here's the box. But that's because I put these feathers sticking up, and so that blocks the box. So keep that in mind. So look how cute. Oh my goodness. I love these. These are so fun. Like you do not see things like this out there. So, oh, let me open it this way. So, boop, there it is. Oops. All right. There it is. So, oh my gosh, I think it's so cute. So cute. So cute. Oh, here's the back. So that's decorated too. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking that I will probably do my sentiment, like my little note up on here at the top. So it's kind of hidden. Now I think I need to lift these up just so that they will hold it up. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, cute, cute, cute. Oh, so cute. I really, really enjoy these, if you can tell. So I just need to know not to do this with the feathers or else I can't close it. All right, but that's it. Super fun class. Just amazing projects. This was one of my faves for sure. Class 5 was French fans. Now, this is the only class I did not finish the project because I actually want to give this to my grandbaby's other grandma as like a little gift. So it opens up like this. There were 2 projects, this one and then one that was like a 5, but I wasn't feeling it. So what I want to do now, this nice thing about it is that she had the way she did it. It's not just a fan, it is, but what I mean to say is that when it folds up, it's a slimline card, which I was like, yes, I was hoping she would turn these into some kind of card, and that's how it works. So by putting that ribbon on there, you can stack them up and they fit into a slimline envelope. So what my plans are is to get pictures of my grandbaby with her other grandma and, add them to these panels. That's why you see them undecorated. I did add the little tassels that came in it, but I needed to MacGyver it because it wasn't long enough to go through. So I wish that the little tassel things had been longer. Anywho, so that's the only one that I didn't do, but I just really, really like this, and I want to make another one for myself so I can put my grandbaby in there and my fur babies as well. So there's that. Okay, next class was Theatreic Greetings, and so this was the class where you made this card that gives you that like shadow box type of thing. So as you can see, you do this and it just like pops up, and that's neat. Now there's that one. That's the first one we made. And then the second card was the more intricate one. I have it upside down. So you can see the ladies come out there. So let me close it up. And then, boop, there's the ladies inside. Now this is how, oopsie, this is how I know how to use the card. Because as I mentioned in my preview, this is like the Ta-Da diorama from Lawn Fawn. So you have those bars inside so that you can put your images, and then they are very 3D looking, right? So it truly does look like, you've got multiple levels of dimension, which is so awesome. What I love about this is the size. This is such a nice size. And let me compare it to the Lawn Fawn one. Okay, so here is the Ta-Da diorama from Lawn Fawn. It works the same way. Oops, except I have it upside down. It works the same way. So when you open it, you have that shadow. Okay, super cute. Now, the good thing about this is that in the die set, you get the mechanism so that you can create those kind of levels inside like this. And that's what makes this card so, so amazing, is that you get that levels of depth and perspective, right? And so that's what this is lacking. Like we had to do this ourselves by hand, and it was not easy and it was tedious. So I was like, oh man, okay, so I hope that Anna comes out with like an additional die set so that you're able to make those easier the way that the Lawn Fawn dies do. Because I do love the size. You can do so much more than you can with this. I mean, look at the difference in size. It's so funny to me. So here's just looking at it from the back. So here's the Anna Griffin, which is, I believe the size of this is 5 by 7. Look at the Lawn Fawn one. It's so tiny, but I will measure it. So this one is 4.5 by 3.25, and then the Anna one is 7 by 5. So this is my gripe about this one, because it's so tiny you can barely do anything with it. That's my complaint with it. This one, I love the size, but to do that same effect, it's tedious, and I would rather have a die set like Lawn Fawn's that's intuitive, that will help you to be able to do that so that you can make that for your cards. Make them like this, because that's the whole point to me. Like, this isn't very impressive, you know. You just have a bunch of open space, and that's not impressive. This, however, this is like magic. So anywho, that's my thing about it. So to give you a comparison, these are the dies for Anna's, and these are the Lawn Fawn ones. So what is missing? So the mechanism itself is the same. What is missing is this right here. So these two little things allow you to, and you have the little bar, right? So the little bar where you're going to put your things, and then these two little pieces where you put it onto your card so you know where you're going to thread this through. And it puts it in exactly the right place so that you don't have to measure, you don't have to, do any of that. You just put the dies, and the dies will cut it for you, making it much easier. So if Anna could come up with like something to add these little pieces onto this, I will be very happy, because then I can make these awesome cards without any of the fussiness of how we had to do it in class. So that's it. But these are really fun. And even though I love the Lawn Fawn one, it's so tiny. I mean, you can add this to like an A2 card, but it's still, I like to add things, and this doesn't leave a lot of room to add a whole bunch of things. But they're both cute for different reasons. So that's it for the theatrical greetings and the last day of day 2 of Create. So class 7 is the first class of day 3, and it is called treat boxes. And we made these really, really cute treat boxes. So let me share those with you. So first up, now I went rogue here because we were supposed to put this panel of pattern paper onto like a pink one. And I was like, I don't like how that looks. The pink paper is so pretty. So I went ahead and left it and just got my own paper from my stash that would match the green on here. So I will show you this one in a minute, but look at how pretty that paper is. I was not about to cover it up with this. Anywho, so here's the one I made. So I did put one of those pre-made bows from my stash. Here's the back and the sides. I like this little detail of threading through that little bit of contrasting paper. So I just put sweet on there from my stash, and this little enjoy is also from my stash. And so this is how it opens up, really, really easy, and that's it. You have lots of room for some really nice treats. So this is how it closes. So it self holds, so you don't need to like put anything to hold it closed. So super cute. I really like this, and I love the size of this. You can add lots of things. The one that I made, first of all, is, well, I used a bunch of scraps. So this little shoe is actually a scrap piece from the ornament class. So I'll show you that once we get there. And then I just added things from my stash. So this is one of Anna's little dies, and then another shoe. I love this shoe. And I did this because my friend's birthday is coming up on the 19th of this month. So I have her box ready for what I'm going to gift her. And this is so hers. So I thought, oh, this will be perfect for her. Now, you notice that this one has like an open top and this one doesn't, right? This is like solid. So you have to cut in that piece, but they didn't tell us to do that in the instructions. So that's why that's closed. But I feel like it's fine to leave it like this. I feel like if you're going to put something heavier, it's probably better you don't put that insert, because this is a little bit more fragile than this. This seems very sturdy to me, but that looks super cute with the opening right there. But you have those two options. So this one we made in class. This is my rogue one. Well, this one is technically rogue because I changed it up. And this was like the cutest thing. So we made an opening into the box so that we would create a scene inside. But I thought, oh my gosh, I need to make this into a shaker because I must. So I did. And so I did everything, but I put a piece of acetate so you can see that glare. And there are snowballs in there. So you can shake this and you see all the little snowballs. So cute. So you can see them in there. So I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I need to make a shaker. So I thought these little balls were perfect for the little snowballs. And so there's Santa dropping off gifts literally off the train. And so yeah, so I put Merry up here at the top, and then because it had Christmas here already, so Merry Christmas. And then I just decorated it. So this one, now this was my own way to decorate it. We didn't decorate it like this necessarily in the class, but I liked all the little snowflakes, and this was from my stash. So yeah, and this is from my stash also. So these were super, super cute. Now, I have the cable box from Diamond Press. So here's the difference. It's the same type of thing, right? So it works the same way where these tuck in, but look at the size. Let me get these out of the way. So this is the size difference. So it's like much, much, much bigger. So you can really fit these. But I have used this so many times because it's such a cute little box. So it's perfect. I put gift cards in here and little candies. But when you want to give a little bit, bigger gifts, then you have this. So these are two nice options, two different sizes for, different needs. But they're so cute. Let me measure this one. So the one from Diamond Press is 4 inches by 2 inches. And then the one from Anna is 7 inches by 3 1/8. So very nice size. So I love having both of these size options in my stash. So that was the treat boxes. They were so fun. I love this technique. So cute. Okay, class 8 was the Corset Album. Oh my word, this was so beautiful, and it was not hard to do at all. Now, my only thing is I don't know what I'm going to do with this, because to me this screams like, like bridesmaid, not bridesmaid, but like, someone who's getting married. So look at how my goodness, this was so pretty. Now, some of these things happened by accident, and they were kind of happy accidents because I loved how it came out. So we were supposed to take these little strips and weave them to make this look right up here. But I was having trouble getting it to stick and look nice. And then once I put it on there and I put the top layer, you couldn't even see it. I had stuck them too far down. So I was getting frustrated. So I looked in my ribbon stash and I had this little lacy trim. So I use that instead because it's easier to work with than paper. And I love how that came out. Oh my goodness, I need to buy some more because I used up almost my whole little stash in there. So this is the front. This one was from my stash. It didn't come in the kit. Um, and so there's the front. What I also did is I reinforced the holes. Um, so I put those hole reinforcers in the same color as the trim. Um, and those didn't come in her set. I actually was looking through all my tag dies and I could not find a hole reinforcer. So fortunately, I did find one from Lawn Fawn. So I used this one right here. This is from the Stitch Bookmark dies that fit perfectly on these. So I just thought it gave it a more finished look. So there it is. A little closer look. So here's the front, here's the back. Now this was supposed to be underneath the pattern paper, but I guess I was not paying attention. So it went over the back, which I'm kind of bummed about, but it doesn't like ruin it or anything. So when you unwrap the ribbon, the seam binding, here's the inside. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is so feminine, so pretty. And like I mentioned, it was very easy to put together. So there's this one, those last 2 pages in the back. Oh, I love this so much. So yeah, this was so great. Now, like I said, I'm not sure what I'm doing with this. I don't know anyone getting married. So maybe I'll just keep it until, I need it or something. But anyway, this was so nice. I do have an idea for what I want to do with the shape of it for another project. Because I'm like, I don't know, this is not going to work for too many things for me. But the corset, I mean, but the shape will. And so I have a couple of ideas, but I will share what I'm going to do with this later because I want to make a little album that has nothing to do with the corset. So I love this. So it's so pretty. The final class 9, were the origami ornaments. So I will share them and where I went rogue. So there's the first one, which is a little angel. I did put the banner across. I just thought it looked nice that way. And then I put some of this little fun, what is this called? I don't know, but I'm sure you do. Words fail me right now. So I just put this little thing from my stash just because there was so much going on up here. I just wanted to balance it out. So I put that at the bottom and then I put some little gems in those open areas just to, zhuzh it up some more. And so there's how it is. Look at those feathers in the back. So pretty. It's just so pretty. All right, so there's the little angel. The next one was the shoe. Let me tell you how much I love this shoe. Oh my goodness. These were so fun to make. I don't love doing the inset, but I love the way it looks. So I did go rogue on this again. I didn't want to put all that stuff they had. So I just made a little double bow and just put that on top. But I did like the little fringy thing there. I thought that was really cute. And then I have the little bow in the back. Now, the other thing I did differently is the hole is right here where you hang it from. But I thought that kind of interrupts the flow, I guess. So I just went ahead and put the hole up here in the back. So, it hangs like this. And I put the little Christmas 2024. So it looks like, the designer label, I guess. But this is so cute. I love this shoe. So many things that I can think of that I could do with this. But I want to make one for like kind of Wicked inspired because we're going to go see the movie. Wicked is one of my favorite shows. I've seen it 4 times. So I wanted to make a little tribute to Wicked. So hopefully they won't ruin them with the movie, but anywho. Oh, I love this. So cute. So cute. And then finally, we did the ornament, the photo ornament one. Now, it was two-sided like this. But of course, I split them up. So I did two ornaments instead of one double-sided one. And the reason for that is because these are photo ornaments. So there's going to be a picture here. And if there is a picture, there's a story. So that's why I did it this way, so that I can write a little blurb about that picture. And then, so of course I took the other side, decorated it, and then left for the story. So yeah, and I liked how those came out too. A lot of stuff from, my own stash, but yeah, so cute. So those were the ornaments. So much fun. I love the shoe and I loved these. These are going to be great I was thinking of making one of these every year for my grandbaby just to see how much she's grown over the, first 5 years at least. So that is it. I loved the projects. I thought they were great. It looks like the dies are not going to be available outside of the event, which is interesting. They did have the packs of materials available for purchase. I don't know if they're going to be made available for everyone. They were just available for the people in the event. So that's interesting. So I will give you another look at all the projects and then give you my personal thoughts and opinions, my hits and misses. And there was one definite miss for me in the event. So I will share that next.
I hope you enjoyed looking at my takes and what I did with these projects. I definitely had my favorites. Definitely. The little hats were awesome. The Corset Album was amazing. I love the calendar. So yeah, I mean, it was all good, really. I really enjoyed this Create 10. I have been to 4 Creates and 2 Crop at Homes, so I do have a lot to compare to, and generally speaking, I felt like they made some really good improvements. There was also some things that I really didn't like and go for, and were really, in my opinion, a definite miss. So I will go over this all with you if you want to listen to it, and you can just look at my projects a little up close. All right, so let's start with what went right. So I love the projects. That's one. I feel like the quality of the projects was excellent. The quality of the dies being that they're almost all 3D dies now. Oh, I love because you get so much beautiful detail. The other thing I appreciated was the prep videos were much more accurate. In the past creates, there were so many mistakes in the prep videos, it was just frustrating. But I can definitely see that they have taken the time to make sure they get those right. And generally speaking, it was. Another thing that I really liked is that Anna previewed all of the projects that were going to be in this Create. I really like that. I like knowing what I'm going to be doing, the kind of things I'm going to be creating, especially when you spend this kind of money. So I hope she does that again. The other thing I just think are absolutely essential are those PDFs for the classes, and I'm glad that every single one is made available at the beginning of the event and not like at the beginning of each class, the way it used to be done. So I download them all at the beginning, and if I, get lost or she goes too fast and I don't keep up, I just, use those PDFs. So I go at my own pace. I'm not stressed out. So those PDFs are everything. Now, one funny thing that happened is on the very first class of day one, she decided she was not going to use the adhesive fairies, is what they're called. So it's, it's just having all the pieces pre-adhered, right? All the tape on it, whatever, the foam tape and everything. So she did that herself. And I think she realized how long that takes. So the next day, the adhesive fairies were back. So, I'll give her, hey, at least she tried, because I know that's something that people complain about. including myself, to be honest, and saying that, putting all that adhesive really does take time. And, with her, it's just peel and stick kind of experience. But I'll give her her kudos that she tried it our way. Now, I don't really have a lot of complaints, let's say. The only thing is, I kind of was wishing that she would have included more flowers, especially for the calendar and for the hats, like with the mascara roses, because I used almost all of them up and I, didn't really do like extravagant amount of embellishing. So I felt like those in particular were a little bit thin for me. In my preparation video, one of the things that I had mentioned was that in the craft room, there's always a bonus project that Anna shares. Now, that was a highlight for me. That's the reason why I even went to the craft room. But what happened this time around is there was no bonus project at the craft room. It was like she said it was, lifting up entrepreneur women, and that's true. However, when you go there thinking you're going to get a bonus project and you're getting a sales pitch to buy cheese and caramels, like I felt like kind of it was like a bait and switch. And I didn't necessarily think it didn't have a place, but I definitely didn't think it should have replaced the bonus project. It could have been, telling us about this person's products and then do the bonus project after, or do the bonus project and then have the person talk about their business. So this change was definitely a miss for me. The last critique I will mention is I felt like there was way too much side chatter going on that took away from the instruction part of class. And I know I've said this before, it's probably the teacher in me, because when it's class time, it's class time. But I feel like in this case, in this event in particular, I felt like the extra side chatter like took away from her showing us steps or things like that. So, I don't mind the chatter. I don't really mind, Anna expressing her views because she's funny. She's so hilarious. But just kind of like, corral everything in so that, we get all the instruction. But overall, I had so much fun at Create 10. I'm not going to do the crop at home just because I already have so many albums to work on. But she did mention it wasn't going to be just scrapbooking, it was going to be scrapbooking and card making. So you guys that do attend, you'll have to let me know how that works out. It's interesting. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm so sorry this video was so long, but I did have a lot to share. So thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Let me know what you think of the event, and if you attended, what were your experiences there? I will see you next time in the next video. Until next time, bye.